Every innovation factory has a different level of maturity when we talk about their continuous plans. But one thing that they all have in common is quality. To implement any form of continuous model, we have to be able to believe that the quality we're putting forth, the product that we're delivering, meets a high level of quality expectation. And that's why we brought Rick in to talk today about a culture of quality and how we can help shape the quality of products that we deploy. Rick?
Right, so this is the concept that quality is no longer an afterthought, but a culture of quality needs to exist where the team owns a strong commitment to delivering high-quality products. The team does not accept the concept that quality comes after release, that quality comes after development, that we integrate that process together. And so, let's look at the kind of the business value of this quality maturity evolution that we're talking about here. This is not, again, this is not the normal or the old-fashioned way of doing quality. This is modernizing your quality processes. So some of the business values are, we mentioned reduced rework here at the top. This comes from engaging your business people as well as your QA resources in your development cycle. So one of the very first slides Brian looked at talked about lean processes or moving towards leaner cycles. This is part of where you get there. By having the business stakeholders and the QA resources involved in the development cycle, you have the right idea for what you're trying to build, and you have immediate feedback. The concept of fail early and fail often, this is immediate feedback from your QA resources that you're not building the right things or that it didn't work, and you can make it better before you get to the further processes of deployment and you have a problem in production. But mature quality is not this arduous process of we get to a certain milestone and now we've got 3 months of a QA team going through and testing all the different pieces and moving through their documents and validating. When you do QA in this way, you're increasing agility as well. You are bringing them into the process. You're iterating quickly across your tests, and you're not only relying on the manual testing, you're implementing automated testing, but only where it makes sense. You're implementing unit tests in your code, but maybe you're not unit testing every single piece because that's going to decrease your agility when you go to make changes and you have to modify all your unit tests. Using very pragmatic approaches as to what you test and how you test and when you test is part of this quality maturity. As we reduce the incidents that make it to production because of these processes, we begin to build brand confidence. Our customers know that they can trust what we put out there, and the market starts to accept that the company that you work for is delivering quality products. We have a story about this. A client recently that we were working with, we had been following these guidelines from the beginning. We had been implementing quality as a foundational principle rather than a follow-on effort. And because of that, when we did actually have one issue slip through, we were able to identify it quickly. And then using some of the load and performance testing features of Visual Studio, we were able to discover that there were missing indexes in the database. Not an entirely uncommon problem to have when you put a system under load. Finding that, we were able to fix the issue and deploy to production so rapidly that the customers of our customer didn't experience more than an hour of impact. This is protecting the brand confidence. This is making sure that we build the trust from the customers and from the stakeholders, as point 4 points out there. That goes hand in hand with 3, I think, that as the brand confidence goes up, your trust from customers, your trust from your business owners that are putting their trust in you goes up. We also, as a team, begin to build trust and confidence in our own processes. We build the foundation for these frequent releases where we know that our code that we check in has been validated to the point and protected with our quality culture that it's ready for production. Ronnie will talk about in a little while about having that comfort of checking code in that can go to production and not losing sleep over it. All of this speaks to and relies upon a culture of quality and product ownership. Developers, QA professionals, product owners, product managers, everyone having an almost fanatical commitment to quality in their products, and not settling for just good enough.
Great point, Rick. So as we talk about any kind of continuous methodology or any level of continuous maturity, we have to start with quality as focus number one. If that's not a priority, we cannot confidently go to the business and say, trust us with your brand. And if they don't trust us with the brand, we can't continuously deploy to production. And if we can't get in any continuous state, how can we expect to change or innovate inside their culture?